So today's video we're talking about how to make your first $100 online, and from my experience this is the fastest way that actually works and that has worked for me. You actually don't need any followers, you don't need to have a personal brand, and you don't even have to have any experience making money online. We're going to be breaking this down so it's more realistic and attainable for you. So we'll start by making your first $1, and I know why I say so. So there's something called the progress principle. Every small win we achieve releases something called dopamine to our brain, and this basically just convinces us that the bigger things that we want are very possible. So as someone who has probably tried a lot of things, you're like, okay, I've tried this, I've tried that, I haven't really seen any success with it. So instead of aiming for the bigger amount, we're going to start with $1. You guys, we just need to make the first dollar. So to get started, you're going to pick a skill, because what we are going to be doing is called freelancing. It's basically selling your skill, a skill you have or that you're going to learn, to people who actually need this skill. And in this video, I'll show you how to pick the right skill and actually find people that actually need it. A lot of people approach freelancing very differently. They could say build a personal brand, grow your followers, and start like getting inbound clients, people actually reaching out to you because they think you're qualified. But sometimes that is not the fastest or easiest route, if we're being honest. So you're going to pick a skill. I'm going to, towards the end of this video, I'm going to list out a good number of skills that I believe are in high demand and are very easily monetizable. And I would also tell you the class of people you should be looking out who would actually need each and every skill I'm going to mention. So we're just going to assume you've picked a skill. Maybe you already have a skill handy, whether it's graphic design, copywriting, you can run ads for businesses, you can make videos for businesses, you're good at video editing, you're good at video script writing. We're just going to pick one skill. Okay, and then we're going to think of how we can get somebody to pay us for that skill right now. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go on Upwork. I know people are going to be like, oh my god, Upwork is so saturated, yada 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 yada. I don't think so. I think everything is really just about your mindset. Personally, I have seen some success with Upwork. Currently, I don't use Upwork actively if I'm looking for like freelance clients, because I noticed that there's a lot of cheap labor on there. But just realize that we're actually trying to make our first $1. So we're going to go on Upwork specifically for this reason. So there are a lot of people looking for skills on Upwork, and a simple thing you could do is go to upwork.com. You're a social media manager and you've been trying to market yourself as a social media manager the whole time on Upwork and you haven't gotten any clients. Perhaps there may be time to try something else, because one thing I've noticed with like making money from freelancing, it's not about what you love doing or what you enjoy doing. I feel like sometimes it's also the same thing with like starting a business. You don't just start a business because like, oh, this is what I want to sell, people have to buy. No, you look for what people actually want and actually start tailoring what you have or your skill to that. Identify tasks that people are really asking for. They need someone to manage their email campaigns. They need somebody to manage their Pinterest. They need someone to edit videos. Just take note of certain skills that you've noticed are on high demand on there. The next thing you're going to do is going to optimize your profile for that particular like skill you've picked. You're going to pick just one skill. You don't even have to know the skill at this moment. We're just going to optimize our profile and keep it down there. And we're going to try to watch a good number of tutorials on YouTube to help us master that skill so we can actually render services to the people who are looking for the skill. Okay. And there's something that um Upwork does. It allows people who have jobs actually send you an invite to apply for your job, which was the way I actually got my, my first job on Upwork. I optimized my profile and I got invited. I've gotten invited for like a good number. Sometimes even when I'm not active, I get invited for jobs. Okay, so the platform favors search. It's just like optimize your profile for search for a particular skill, and people looking for that skill will actually find you. I'm going to link a tutorial in the description that helped me optimize my profile so you can watch it. I think the tutorial is like 1 hour long, in depth Upwork, just to help you optimize your profile properly, because I feel like there's a lot of noise online and I want to guide you to do it rightly. Okay. Anyways, Upwork is only the first way. I'm going to be talking about the second way you can actually get clients later on. It has been very effective for me also. But still talking about Upwork, if you want to get an invite, you need to keep showing up on the platform as frequently as possible. I think it signals a message to like the Upwork algorithm that this person is actually active to take jobs because there are a lot of dormant profiles on Upwork. People have had Upwork profiles for years that they haven't even like touched, and you don't want to leave your account like dormant and not be checking in on it, because that will make Upwork think that you're one of those dormant accounts. Let's say 2 or 3 times in a day, just go scroll. If you have some connect, apply for jobs. If you don't, so now this is simple hack. When you see a job that was recently posted that matches what your profile has been tailored for, and you don't have connects to apply, you're going to take that job, look for the person who posted the job, look for an email. Some people use their company name on Upwork, so you take their company name, go to Google, search, look for their Instagram profile, find it, send them a DM. Hi, I saw that you posted this. Here are samples of my work to show you that I can actually do this job. I'd really love to get an opportunity to work with you. They would even, embrace the opportunity to work with you off the platform. And that's what some people don't know, because Upwork charges the client for like even hiring talent on the platform. So hiring you off the platform is also to their advantage. So if they see that you're actually good, one thing you could do is offer to give like a free sample or a free service in exchange for them to get like, a taste of the value that you would bring, and also like convince them to like work with you and pay you for the actual job that they are looking for. Give yourself like, let's say, 10 to 20 um applications in a day. You would definitely see result with this. Definitely going to get somebody who's going to pay you for at least one thing. Even if they will be like, oh, I need you to do just one flyer, but I don't have much money, I want to pay you $2 or $1.99 for the flyer. Take it, because like we said, the goal here right now is to make our first $1. And the moment you start, it's like a momentum. It just keeps like going and going and going. Because if you know you're enjoying this video, give this video a thumbs up. You guys watch my videos and you don't like, you have the audacity to watch my to watch my videos and not like. So please give this video a thumbs up, so YouTube actually knows that you should show this video to more people. And that's also your way of supporting me for all this free tea that I'm giving out. So now onto the second tier of this challenge, making your first $10. You have followed everything I mentioned in the first part of the video very well, you probably would have already made your first $10. But let's assume someone just for some reason they were crazy enough to just pay you $2 for a flyer, and that was it, and you haven't gotten anything. One thing I would do is double down on the volume. If you're a freelancer, you have to understand there's a lot of competition in the market, and not just freelancing, like everything basically, there's a lot of competition. So volume is going to give you an edge. You need to be doing double of the work that everybody is doing. One thing you want to make sure you're doing every single time you get someone to work with you is to get reviews. This is very important because there are lots of people who want to work with you that would offer you more and willing to like pay you more, but it's just like higher stakes are involved financially, obviously. So they need to be sure that you can actually like deliver, and they can't take your word for it in this sense, because like you don't have like a big following, you don't have anything like substantial. So the only thing you can actually show to them to build that trust, to have them actually work with you, is like social proof. You need to take testimonials, video testimonials, screenshots of like people like writing reviews for you, so you can find a way to make it more like professional. You can put it in your portfolio, just so that whenever people want to work with you, you can send them your portfolio and they see like your client testimonials, names of businesses you've worked with, samples of what you've done, and like reviews from these people. People that will pay big bucks would not just give you their money just like that. You need to prove that you can be trusted. So now the next strategy we're going to be using to get clients is social media. Cold DM via social media works so much, and platforms you absolutely should consider are these three platforms. Oh, no, not three. Actually, I think four platforms you could consider would be, in no particular order actually: Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. Yes, Facebook. I've actually gotten a client from Facebook. People actually post jobs on social media, but that's not what we are trying to do now. We're trying to go directly to the people that actually need the service and actually see them and tell them, look at my work, this is what I can do, and this is what I could do for you. A practical example was when I was sending cold DMs, I was trying to get people to pay me to edit videos for them. So I would just search out, Instagram. I go to Instagram and type in, let's say, executive coaches or fitness coaches or nutritionists, people that, are nutritionists, they are fitness coaches, executive coaches, because these people have like the capacity financially to actually hire an extra hand, whether it's a virtual assistant, a video editor, a page manager, or whatever, because their main business is actually consulting, speaking to clients, and all of that. And they don't want to be bothered with the petty work of social media or the other menial admin tasks. And some of the people who do this type of like coaching businesses, that's usually not what the only thing they do. They have like most times a full-time job in corporates that they need to like actually like be paying attention to. So I went and I searched like a good number of coaches, took down, their profiles, went to their pages, liked a couple of their posts, and I tried to like observe the ones that their videos didn't look professional or they didn't have consistent videos. Maybe the last video they posted about them talking about their service was a while back or something. Just like look for an evidence that there is a need for the service that you're bringing. You need proof that, okay, I checked your profile, I couldn't find this and that, or I checked your website, I couldn't find this or that, and then go to their DM with a convincing proposal. And because these people don't know you, you want to give them something like a cheese trap. You need to like carrot, the carrot trap. You need to show something in their face so they'll be like, okay, let me give it a try. You are going to entice them with a free service, like, oh, I'm gonna do this, like a free strategy plan for you. I'm gonna make a content calendar for you. I'm going to like show you like certain email templates you could use to start closing clients faster. I'm going to rewrite your website copy to help you start converting, be an ad target audience for you for free. You offer them something for free so that they actually know that you're someone to work with, okay? Because they don't know you. So just a free service. It shouldn't be the whole thing, no. Please. Just like a tip of it, something to like reel them in or pique their interest. Okay, some will respond, some will not respond. Don't give up. You need to keep sending those messages. Keep sending them messages. Okay, and eventually someone is going to respond. And in my case, someone responded, and I ended up. She was very excited about the free video idea, and I ended up working with this client on a retainer for about 3 months, and I made some good money in that time. Have a skill people actually need, and to take matters into your hands and be like, okay, where are the people that actually need what I have? Let me find them and tell them you need to hire me. Fortune favors the bold. Okay, guys, so it's been a really long video, and I'm trying to wrap up this video right now with listing skills that you can actually consider learning that can help you get paid fast. You guys should like get this video to 1,000 plays in the first week, and if you do that, I would make a part 2, you know going in details with the skills and the type of people you should be looking to find who would actually pay you for the skill. So that being said, some of the skills are, sorry, I have it written here: Canva graphic design. Some people that would need this be restaurants. You could be very specific with searching on Google, like, okay, like restaurant businesses in Florida, or like pick a state, Texas, whatever, New York. Just basically trying to find profiles in that location that match the category of business you're searching for. Pinterest management. For this one is really interesting because there are some influencers that need to be on Pinterest that are not on Pinterest. So you could go to like Instagram, find some influencers, search for them on Pinterest. They're not on Pinterest, and people are making money on Pinterest. You need to write a proposal to them, telling them like, I'm going to handle your Pinterest page, manage it for you. You just do your content, make your cute pictures, I take it, optimize it for search, put it on pin, and get you your coins. You need to convince people to actually buy the skill you have. Influencers have recurring income from brand deals or maybe their paid social media platforms, so they actually have the capacity to pay you for this skill. I'm just going to run through a good number of them. If you guys want an in-depth video, get this video to 1,000 plays. I said 1,000 plays in the first week. That is, you need to get this video to 1,000 plays, and I'll make an in-depth, listing all of it. So CV and resume writing, this one is really really good because people don't really know how to optimize their CV, and you need to be doing that. So editing, data entry, virtual assistant, email management, proofreading and editing, um basic photo editing with Lightroom, podcast editing, scheduling and calendar management, and a good number of them. There are a lot of skills, you guys. I think I'll just wrap it up. You can also use AI, use ChatGPT to put in your skill and ask it to give you like different type of businesses that you should be looking out for who would actually need that service. And okay guys, so that's it for this video. I'm going to end it here. I know you enjoyed watching. Thumbs up, subscribe. I think I'm almost at 500 subscribers. Thanks for watching. I hope you genuinely found value. I just shared everything that has helped me, and I'm hoping it works out for you. So, all right, loves, until next time. My name is Princess, signing out. Bye.